Hello everybody and welcome back to the Resilience Blueprint. It has been a while, but today I wanted to talk about something that's becoming more and more common. People confusing followers with value. People confusing popularity with character, and people confusing attention with achievement. And the truth is, social media has fooled a lot of people into believing they're more important than they really are. Now before anyone gets defensive, this isn't an attack on social media. Social media is a tool. It can help you build a business, it can help you connect with people, it can help you inspire others. It can create opportunities that never existed 20 years ago. But somewhere along the line, some people stopped using social media and started letting social media use them. They begin measuring their worth through numbers. Followers, views, likes, comments and shares. And eventually they start believing those numbers make them superior to other people. That's where the problem starts. Because the moment you begin looking down on someone because you have more followers than them, you've already lost perspective. The moment you think someone owes you respect because people know your name, you've forgotten what respect actually is. Respect isn't demanded. Respect isn't purchased. Respect isn't given because your latest video went viral. Respect is earned through how you treat people, how you carry yourself, and how you act when nobody's watching. I've met people with massive online followings who couldn't hold a conversation without talking about themselves. Everything was about them, their achievements, their audience, their reach, their popularity. And I've met people with almost no social media following who are some of the most intelligent, humble, successful and influential people I've ever encountered. That's because real value isn't measured by followers. Real value is measured by character. The problem with social media is it creates a distorted view of reality. You can become famous inside a small corner of the internet and start believing you're famous everywhere. You can have thousands of people watch your content and forget that outside your phone, most people have absolutely no idea who you are. And that's not an insult, it's reality. The world existed before your account. The world will exist after it. Humility comes from understanding that. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is this. Never elevate yourself above others, ever. Because no matter how successful you become, there will always be someone ahead of you. Someone wealthier, someone stronger, someone smarter, more experienced, making a bigger impact. So arrogance is a foolish game. You can never actually win it. And here's something else. A lot of people mistake attention for achievement. Getting attention isn't hard anymore. Anybody can get attention. Shock people, start drama, create controversy, manufacture conflict. The internet rewards all of it, but achievement, that's different. Achievement takes years. Achievement requires discipline, requires sacrifice and consistency. One viral video doesn't make you successful. One big month doesn't make you successful. One popular post doesn't make you successful. What you do over the years determines that. And if you're honest, some people become addicted to being seen. They stop focusing on becoming better and they start focusing on appearing better. And that's a dangerous trap. Because eventually, the image becomes more important than the reality. The likes become more important than the work, and the attention becomes more important than the mission. And the ego takes over. The Stoics spoke about this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius was one of the most powerful men in the world at the time, Emperor of Rome, a ruler over millions. Yet in his private writings, he constantly reminded himself not to become arrogant. Now think about that. If anyone had an excuse to believe they were important, it was him. Yet he spent his life reminding himself that status doesn't make you special. Character does. Duty does. Service does. And I think that's something we need more of today. People who serve, who help, who teach, people who build others up, not people who use success as an excuse to look down on others. Because here's the truth, the strongest people I've ever met are usually the most humble. They don't need to announce how important they are. They don't need to remind everyone what they've achieved. They don't need constant validation. They're secure enough to let their actions speak. And that's what leadership looks like. Leadership isn't saying, look at me. Leadership is saying, come with me. It's helping others climb. It's remembering where you started. It's remembering the people who helped you and understanding that every single one of us started somewhere. No one begins at the top. Nobody. And if you've forgotten what it feels like to be a beginner, you've forgotten an important lesson. So if your platform grows, stay humble. If your business grows, stay humble. If your influence grows, your following grows, or your followers, stay humble. Because followers are not character. Popularity is not virtue, and attention is not wisdom. And nobody owes you respect because of numbers on a screen. Respect is earned every day through how you treat people, through your integrity and through your actions, through your willingness to remain grounded when the world is trying to inflate your ego. And at the end of the day, social media is just a platform. It's not your identity or your worth or your legacy. Your legacy is how you made people feel and how you helped others and how you carried yourself. That's what people will remember. Not your following count, not your views or your likes. They'll remember your character. So build your platform or your business or your audience, but don't let success convince you that you're above anyone else. Because the higher you climb, the more important humility becomes. You are an example to everyone watching you and wanting to be where you are. This is the Resilience Blueprint. Stay grounded and never let attention make you forget who you are.